Alright, so today what we're going to be doing is I just wanted to do a little Q&A just because it's been a little while since I actually did a good one. So I tried to find all of the best questions that I could, and surprisingly I actually got a good number of some. So yeah, enjoy. Woo. Like, subscribe, otherwise I'm going to steal all your questions. I can predict the future. I'll steal them, okay? Yep, that makes sense. Okay. Oh my gosh. Have you and Skebby met IRL, and how did you guys meet? Yes, once actually. Skebby was invited to Mindfair. Yeah, it was in Chicago, and he invited me to go along as well, and so I did, and that is when I first met him. It was on his vlog channel.
Yo, how's it going, guys?
That was me screaming at him to shut up. I mean, I didn't really like Chicago. It was actually kind of a boring city in my opinion, but yes, we did meet, and we will most likely meet again sometime this summer, as I do plan to go to VidCon this year. What are the negatives of being a YouTuber? And do you ever regret being a YouTuber? Kind of, in a way-ish. I mean, not really, to the fact that I've always wanted to do this, and it's amazing that I can do this. However, it is incredibly stressful and a lot harder than people think it is. I mean, having to be original and coming up with new content and recording basically daily is definitely not easy. I mean, there's so many times I wish I could just go in, not even use any brain power, and just get my job done and leave. But with YouTube, you can't do that. You have to actually think and work really hard and try to be original. So in a sense, I kind of regret it in that way, but ultimately I wouldn't trade it in for anything. And I am super thankful for all of you that have enabled me to get to this point. This really is ultimately my dream job. How are you? I'm nice. Thank you for asking. How old are you? Gee, I wonder if it's listed somewhere, my age. It's almost as if you could just super simply look where most people's age is listed. Oopsie doopsie. How did you come up with the name Zelcam or Zelk the Elk? I've already explained in previous Q&As how I came up with Zelcam. It wasn't actually me. But basically, Zelk the Elk is one day, I don't even think it was on Invaderlands. I think it was a different server. Me and some other people were just kind of meshing together names and saying random crap, and someone said Zelk the Elk. I don't know why, but they did, just because it rhymed, I guess. There was other things that people said, like Zelk ham and eggs. So, yeah, I just kind of remembered that Zelk the Elk, and I remembered liking it, and so I eventually took the name, and that's how I got that name. If x minus 4, oh gosh, okay. If x minus 4 to the power of 2 equals 0, then x equals what? Well, it has been years since I have done algebra. Okay, to the second power, that's just multiplying it by itself, right? So, what multiplied by itself equals 0? That's 0, so x would need to equal 4, so that we could be 4 minus 4 equals 0, 0 to the second power is 0. Therefore, x equals 0! Alright, we did it! Alright. Okay, I still know math, even though that was incredibly simple, but okay. Don't please ever have me do that again. What's your hobby? What do you like doing outside of Minecraft? And again, this kind of ties back to the, like, do I regret being a YouTuber? Is the fact that this job takes up actually so much time that I don't really have much time to do anything else. It's not really consistent work, you know, working all day, every day, but it's like, there's never enough free time to actually go do anything. Like, I have to sit there and wait for something to render, so I'm not actually working for like 20 minutes while that's rendering, but I like can't leave because I have to wait for it to finish. You know, stuff like that. And you know, like another person, I mean, do you have a girlfriend? I mean, look at that face. Do I look like the type of person that has a girlfriend? I don't think so. Even if I did want a girlfriend, I wouldn't have the time to, because this job takes up so much of my life and so much time that I don't have time for that. So yeah, again, that kind of ties back to the what are the negatives of being a YouTuber is that it doesn't really lend that much free time to do what you want, unless eventually you can grow to the point where you can just hire full-time editors to, you know, take a lot of that load off for you, which I'm not at that point. What other video games do you like to play? Right now, I've been primarily playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Yeah, that's basically it. That's all I've really been playing recently. I'd like to play Overwatch, but again, if you follow me on Twitter, you'd know that I really wish I could play Overwatch, but that game is just too annoying. There's so many things wrong with that game that I just can't enjoy it. But yeah, primarily Call of Duty. I'm actually decent, not gonna lie. I probably play it too much than I should. I should probably actually, you know, get work done on YouTube more, but the game's just too fun. Here is proof. I saved a couple of my better clips from a couple of days ago. I can do good things. Watch. So yeah, clearly evident by that. I play too much. I should really get more work done on YouTube, but I've just been playing that too much recently. What do you think about YouTube Rewind 2019? So I know this is a little bit late to the game, but ultimately it was, it was boring. I can't say I was a fan. However, I ultimately see why YouTube did what they did, and it's all about managing expectations. We know what YouTube Rewind can be, right? That we can look at YouTube Rewind 2016, which is one of the best ones. And so people will always expect YouTube Rewind to be like that. However, I don't think YouTube Rewind can ever be like that anymore due to how much the platform and the individual creators have grown. And due to the fact that 2018 was so bad, so many people, myself included, we were all going into YouTube Rewind 2019 expecting to dislike it, and YouTube knew this. So they knew no matter what they did, people were gonna dislike it, so they did something incredibly simple and cheap and time-saving, and just, it was basically a passive-aggressive, oh, you didn't like 2018? Well, too bad, you're gonna get this now. But, I mean, I think it's funny, again, because it's about managing expectations. If there was no expectations for YouTube 2019, if we never had YouTube Rewind ever before, and this YouTube Rewind 2019 was the very first one ever put out ever, people would have liked it. It's interesting to think about. People would actually probably look forward to this every single year. The new statistics, the top creators, the top videos, because the previous Rewinds never existed, we would never have known how good it could be, and ultimately, I find that very interesting. I see potential for YouTube actually deciding to stick with this format, because again, I don't think we can ever go back. I just don't think YouTube Rewind can ever be that good again, and maybe YouTube could try and expand on this, maybe make it a little less boring, provide more statistics, kind of like Spotify does for individuals, and I think this Rewind is probably gonna end up being the norm now, and I think the golden age of YouTube Rewind is past us. How many dumb comments did you delete this time? Yeah, for anybody that's curious, whenever I ask a question on my YouTube community page, I always delete the dumb comments, because the dumb ones always fuel more dumb comments, and I never get any good responses. This time around, I deleted, I believe, around 30 to 40, and doing so led to actually some really good questions. So yeah, that's always necessary. What are you planning for a 100K special? Nothing? I honestly haven't thought about it. Yeah, I guess we are really close, aren't we? Yeah, I guess I have not planned anything. Currently, I'm about 8,000 subscribers away, and I have no plans whatsoever. So I guess if you guys have any ideas on what I should do for my 100K special, leave them down in the comments below, and I might do a thing, so yay. Thoughts about COPPA? I think COPPA is a bit overblown. I don't think it's as big of a problem as many people think it to be. I'm going to leave a link in the description to a video by an actual lawyer. The channel is Legal, somebody I'm subscribed to and actually really like. They went really in depth about COPPA, and I would just highly recommend it. And really, I just ultimately don't think COPPA is as big of a deal as people are thinking it is. That, you know, everybody that posts Minecraft videos, oh, you're automatically for kids, you're gonna get sued, you're not gonna make any money, you know, stuff like that. Because ultimately, the FTC has to properly define what content is made for kids. Multiple people are giving flack for YouTube for not properly defining what is content made for kids, and that's not really YouTube's fault, because the FTC themselves, which is the regulator of COPPA, they don't even describe it themselves. So it's really COPPA forcing YouTube to make changes and being super vague, leaving us in this gray area where nobody really knows anything. And ultimately, I think that helps the creators, because if nothing is specifically described, that means that they're only going to pursue the very blatant breakers of COPPA, like for instance, Ryan Toys Review. Whereas people like my channel, odds are we're not really gonna get targeted, because again, we're in that gray kind of mixed area. Some kids there, some adults, some people older. Again, I would just highly recommend watching that video. It describes things a lot better than I can. Again, I just think so many people are a little bit too worried, and I just don't think it's as big of an issue as some people think it to be. Will you go to VidCon? Yes, I said earlier in this video, but yes, I do plan on going to VidCon this year, so if you're gonna be there, I will see you there, hopefully. What? What? When is your birthday? Again, wow, somebody follow me on Twitter. Why don't you just click on my little profile and then just boop, there it is. Use your little eyeballs. Do you have any pets? Follow me on Twitter. Come on, this is a response on Twitter. So therefore, you follow me on Twitter, yet you're asking me if I have any pets. How to get rid of my sisters. You know, I have a pretty good idea. It's super simple. You plush rush.
Leave that to us. We know exactly what to do.
Where did you two come from?
Well, we're not doing that.
Oh my gosh, I love that scene. But yeah, it's super effective. Just instead of stealing a key, just take him out and there you go. You'll be an only child. Oh, that's so wrong. Are you and Skeppy friends off camera? No, everything is a complete facade between us. Don't even like each other at all. Never even talk. Nothing of the sort. We are actually kind of in a battle, you know, a bit of a war to see who can eventually become the better channel. Clearly, I'm winning currently. Just a little, I guess I should just let you guys know that no YouTubers are actually friends. I mean, please. Spivey, Dapple, nah, I don't like any of them. No, nobody actually likes each other. It's all for content. That's all YouTubers do. Do you think Rhett and Link, they're actually friends in real life? No, it's for content. Content. Do you think PewDiePie and Marzia actually got together because they like each other? No, it was a plan for the past, what, 8 years? So that way, eventually, when they would get married, their video of their marriage would be the second most liked video in a given year. It was all about the views and likes. For anybody that is actually an idiot, that was clearly a joke, all of it. If you were owner of Invaderlands, who would you demote/promote? Well, I would promote myself to owner ×2, because owner ×2 is clearly better than owner. It's a secret rank. And then I would immediately demote Mega, because Mega is a loser that nobody likes. Sorry, Mega. Maybe if you actually talked and used your voice, I wouldn't demote you, but oopsie doopsie, you don't. So anyway, that was it for all of the questions. Thank you for everybody that asked actually, you know, good questions, unlike, you know, the 1,000 responses that I got that were not good. So good job to the, what was it, like 20 of you that asked good questions. You should feel absolutely fantastic about yourselves that you're good enough to ask a good question. I mean, seriously, just go out and celebrate. You did it. But anyway, if you guys did like this video and you like what I do here, please make sure to like button, consider subscribing. Goodbye, everybody. Bye.